Hey everyone, I just want to talk to you about my social anxiety because I just went to the shop and I just returned right now. There were so many people, and I thought I was going to have a lot of fun going there because I was really excited to buy um, some new things. I was looking forward to going to the shop. And from the point that I left my house to the moment I just came back, I was completely. I don't know how to explain it, but it almost feels like an out of body experience, if you could say so. It feels like you're in a trance state. It's really, really, forgive me for my language, but it feels really shitty because you want to be normal, you want to be having fun outside, and you want to enjoy your time, but there's nothing but fear and this internal sense of I want to die, leave me alone, don't look at me, I did something wrong, I'm probably looking wrong. For me, it's to the point where I only really go out when it's night time because there's less people in the streets. And I notice it's really strange and scary. I notice that I am not scared of being outside when there's nobody. So it's quite clear that whenever somebody is around, that is when I feel the most anxiety. I've never been diagnosed with social anxiety, but all I can tell you is that I've had this going on since I've been around 12 or 13, and it's killing me. It's breaking me. I have spent more than 3 days inside without going out these past 3 days. And I cannot tell you how many more days I've spent indoors being scared of going out. And I really don't want to, like, be a victim or say all of this for sympathy. All I want to do is talk about my own perspective in the hopes that if you have social anxiety, to know that you're not alone, that there's nothing wrong with you, and that people around you who you maybe don't even know suffer from this maybe suffer from the same thing as you, and that there's seriously nothing wrong with you. Like, the funny thing is, when I'm with my friends and when I'm with my family and we go out, we have a lot of fun going out, and um, my friends and family always say that I'm really extroverted and really, like, smiley and everything. And I am when I'm with them. And so they can't really see that when I go in public by myself, especially when I'm with myself, and there's so many people I don't know, it just completely stirs up a huge feeling of anxiety. Huge feeling of anxiety. If you have social anxiety, you will understand. It's this sense of doom of like you become super self-conscious of your body, how you're looking, your posture, how you're standing, how you're walking. You look around people and you're like, oh, maybe I should say this, but then it's like, no, I waited too long, so I'm not going to say this anymore, and it feels really awkward. And um, one of the worst thing is you can't look at people in the eyes, because looking at them in the eyes um, would mean that there's the potential to be rejected. Another really, quite frankly, very unfun, it's not, is that even a word? Unfun. a very unfun thing about having social anxiety is that you feel this internal deep feeling of just completely tense, completely like you're on a roller coaster. That's probably the closest thing I can think of. Like you're on a roller coaster, at 120 miles per hour, but you're not even on a roller coaster, and you're outside in a normal setting where everyone looks normal, and you're just like. And I don't know about you guys, but for me, I get really self-conscious about the tension I have and I build up in my face. I get so self-conscious about myself that it creates more anxiety, and my anxiety, it really manifests itself around here. Like, instead of just like having like doing a normal straight face, I'll start going like wherever I go, and in a way, thanks to the masks we're wearing right now, it doesn't really show, but it really, really, really just, it affects me really bad. And for me, that's, to be honest with you, it's a hard thing to say because I've never been somebody who talks about their feelings with anyone. I've always hidden my feelings from people, and I realize it's maybe not the best way to deal with this. And I thought maybe talking about this could help me connect with somebody who also experiences the same thing, and help somebody who experiences the same thing relate. I just want to tell you again, it sounds really cheesy, but you're not alone, and it's okay to feel completely sad and depressed and unhappy sometimes. And not just sometimes, but whenever something like this happens, it's okay. What I realize more and more is that it's okay to not be okay, as cheesy as it sounds, and that living with social anxiety is really, really, really difficult. And I don't really know what to do because I talked about it to my parents, but they don't seem to really understand. And fair enough, because I'm pretty sure they've never really experienced social anxiety. But it's very difficult because I tell them that for me, what it is that even just going outside, having people around, brings this huge sense of anxiety. And my dad just told me, well, can't you just try and muster up more of a smile and be excited, and it's going to be all okay. And I really appreciate that he's trying to give me some help out of his own love. And I just don't think he and my mum can actually help me resolve this social anxiety. And it just kind of, not gonna lie, it just hurts to not feel understood. But I understand that it's not my parents' or anyone's responsibility. But because so many people don't understand social anxiety, I just wanted to show my perspective, and for whoever goes through this, maybe you'll feel a bit understood, who knows? I don't know. I don't even know at this point. I'm sorry if this video is really depressing. And I'm really not used to speaking about my feelings with anyone. I usually close myself down like a clam. It's like, so I really appreciate that if even one person sees this and they can be like, I go through this too. Oh my God, I can relate to you. That would mean the world. And I just want to say, even if you're a very smiley person usually, and people say you're a happy person and, oh my God, you're so positive, if you do have social anxiety, it doesn't take away the validity of you feeling this way. happy people can have sad days. I am usually the smiley person, and I like to be smiley, but I realized that it's been hard to realize this, but I finally realized that it's okay to not be okay. It's as cheesy as the cheesiest thing you could ever hear, but it's okay to not be okay, because at the end of the day, if we're not going to be honest about how we truly feel, then how can people even understand us in a way? And yeah, if you have social anxiety, just want to say, you're awesome. Cheesiest thing you could say. And if you don't have social anxiety, you're awesome too. Everyone's awesome. This is really to say, whether you're sad or happy, it doesn't matter. Just because you're sad or have huge anxiety doesn't mean your feelings are invalid. What you're going through is valid, and even if people don't understand you, even if people don't see and hear and feel into what you're going through, precisely because they've never been through this, it doesn't mean you haven't been through it. If your feelings are telling you a certain thing, then it's true for you. And yeah, I'll see you soon, guys. And please, if you're going through this, I'd love to read your stories. And if you have any advice for anyone going through something in that situation or any similar situation, thanks, guys.